Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to continue to work on this little folio, and I have already cut out my pieces so that it goes by faster. So let's get into it. If you guys remember, on the last part we matted these this first page, and so now we're going to move on to let's put a mat on this guy and on the bottom here as well. So what I have done is I've pulled out this matting piece from the die set, the 5x7 folio set from Scrap Diva Designs, and I'll have that link down below in case you guys want to pick it up. And if you guys want to save yourself 10%, you can use my discount code Alondra10. That way you guys can save some money, and you guys can follow along if y'all want to create this folio with me. But anyways, so this is the closest matting piece that I can use for this one, because we just we cut it out, remember, and we folded it. So but since this is the closest one and it's just going to be a little bit longer, I've cut that out. And this is what this piece looks like. So now we just need to figure out how much we need to cut off the end. So all I'm going to do is position that right there, and I'm going to just eyeball it. So if I want my piece to be right around there, let me bring that up so you guys can see my what do you call it? Remember we have this little gap right here, so after the first, or this line right here where it folds, I'm gonna give myself a little bit, maybe about 1/8, and I'm going to try to make or draw a line, and hopefully I can see that. I think I should be able to. Anyways, and so I'm just going to get my paper trimmer and cut that off right there. And once I line that up, okay, make sure that's straight. We have another little piece in case we want to use that for something else later. So anyway, so we have this piece right here for this guy now, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not going to glue it quite down yet, because we need to make a closure. We're gonna need to make a closure, so in case we need to cover that closure up, I'll leave it open. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a little you see that little dot of glue, and I'm just gonna set that on there just to keep it in place for now, and that way I can tear it off later if I need to. If not, we can just pull it up and actually glue it down, but that should hold it in place for now, and that way I don't lose that piece. And for this guy down here, I think I'm going to do the same thing, because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do in the front yet. So for this guy right here on the bottom, I have cut this out at 4 3/4 by 5. So that's how big this piece is right here. It goes on the bottom right there, guys. So again, I'm just going to add a little dot of glue, and I'm just going to center that. And we could do different things with this guy as well. If you wanted to, you could do a pocket. You could I think I'm just gonna mat this, but you anyway, so I do have on this first page, once you open it, so I guess this would be our second page, our second flap. Remember, we have this piece that's going to go right there. That's going to be a belly band. And then I have these two ephemera pieces. This is from the Gingerbread nesting die set. Scrap Divas. This guy is the, I think it's just peppermint. But it was like a nesting die set as well. It's just different size peppermints. This was from the purse strap And then this guy was the Belly Band Duo from Scrap Diva. So I just put those together. And then the paper that I am using, remember, it's the Gingerbread Christmas paper. And that paper collection is currently out of stock. But if you guys get push the button for the notification, once Erica gets more in the store, you guys will get notified in case you guys want to pick it up. If not, she does have a new collection. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name now. I just had it. But she does have a new Christmas collection, and I believe that's available on her website right now. And again, you guys can use my discount code Alondra10 if you guys want to save 10% off of that paper collection if you guys want to pick it up. And I'm pretty sure there's also ephemera. It has really cute ephemera. Anyways, so we have this paper that we're going to put on here. And this guy measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So I've just cut it down 1/4 of an inch smaller than my page on both sides. So that'll give us an eighth of an inch border all around the page, right? All right, let's try that again. I'm going to add a little bit more hot glue, and since I don't have any up here, I think I'm going to try to center that up there and then center that down here. All right. I think that's a little bit closer to center. And if you really want to, you can always measure it, and so you can get an actual center. I got a little bit of glue on the back here, but I think I can just, yep, it'll just come up. All right, now let's get this other side. Let me move this, guys. Let me get some hot glue on that guy, and then we can now, I think that's centered. Right now, sorry guys, now I can add this guy. So just put glue on it again. Now I can slide that underneath, and that will also give us a nice smooth, clean and smooth, what do you call it, background, like the mat will cover that. What do you call it, the little hinges for the belly band, so when we put our tags or whatever we want to put in there, it'll be nice and smooth and it won't catch on anything. All right, for this guy I need that. All right, now now we can attach these guys. I do want to make a face for, I don't know if I should draw a face on or if I have a stamp or so, maybe somewhere where it has a bigger face, or if I just want to cut out a face. I think I might just cut out a face, because I think some of the, maybe the elf will have a cute little face I can use, the smaller elf, or I'll look at the size of the little faces. But I'd say I like that right there. So I'm going to lift this up, and add a bunch of glue. And not squeeze it down too much because I don't want it to catch on my paper. All right. So make sure you don't glue that down onto your mat, because then that belly band will be useless. And then this guy, I want him right around there. So we can add glue to about this half of his body. So oops. And like I said, I wanted it right there. Let me make sure. Yep, I'm not catching. All right. Okay. All right, so that page is done. And then what I have decided to do for the next 2 pages, which are the 2 inside pages right here, I'm going to put photo mats because I don't know that I'm going to need a lot of pictures, but if you need a lot of pictures, you can always add more pockets and stuff. The only thing is you would need to give yourself more room in the gussets for more pictures. But I don't want it to be too chunky, so I'm just going to mat these guys. So what I have is 2 pieces of brown paper, and these are my mats, and they're 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So that way you can put full 4 by 6 pictures on them. Obviously they're going to have to be portrait pictures, but I guess you could make it work if you have 2 landscape pictures. You would just have to rework your redo your matting pieces to fit whatever you want, right? Whatever you need. All right, so I've also cut out these strips for the sides, and these guys are a 1/2 inch by 6 3/4. So 1/2 inch by 6 3/4. So I have 2 of those because I do want this to be the same on both sides. Okay, so I want it to mirror each side. So, and then I have cut out another little section right here, and this guy should be 4 1/4. Yep, 4 1/4 by 3/8 of an inch. So those are going to go down here. Now the only, I guess you could play around with this as well. So you could have it this way, or you can always move this frame down and have one up top and then one on the bottom on the other side. Or you can have them both on top, but I think that might be too much red on top. Yeah. Yeah, the back side's got the pink, so the pink gingerbread things that got cut off, so that won't work. So we do have to keep that. I don't know if I like that better. So we're gonna see. We need to position everything where we think it's gonna go so that we can glue it down in the right spot. And I think I'm gonna start with this strip because this guy is going to let us know where the rest of the stuff will be needing to be glued down. So this is gonna be our baseline. So wherever this guy gets glued down, that's where we're gonna line up the rest of our matting pieces. So now what that means, and if you want to, you could also just glue down 3 sides and That way you can have a tuck spot just in case. Let's do that just in case. If we use it, we use it. If we don't, we have that option. So make sure you pay attention to where, what side you're gluing down, because you want the opening to be on this side. So like I just glued that upside down. If this paper was directional, I would have glued it on the wrong side, and I would have had to take the glue off. All right, so there we go. So that gives me a little pocket right here. And then this guy now, so I lined that up down here on the bottom, and now this guy, I need to line this guy up to the top of the blue strip. And then the same thing on the opposite side. But obviously, I think I'm going to put it this way. Obviously just flipped. Okay. So we need to line that up with our picture mat and the top of this guy. All right. And then this guy, I suppose we could also leave, make that into a pocket. So let's glue this guy down first as well. And then nope, I did that wrong. All right, so all right, guys, I have pulled out the A2 card box add-on Halloween set, and I have used this guy to cut out some snow. It looks kind of like some snow dripping. So I have cut out two, one for each side, and at first I was thinking maybe that could go up here, but it's only 4 inches long. So I figured we could cover this little area that doesn't get covered up with something, whether it be, you know, like I said, maybe rose poinsettia, a candy cane, something, right? We can add something there, and maybe like a poinsettia, or you know, some greenery as well. Look how cute that would be. But then, since it is also 4 inches long, that could go on the top of our picture. So we can stick our picture right underneath there and have this guy just have some snow like dripping down from our picture. And I think that would work really, or be really cute. That way we can also still see our border here, so we don't lose that. And since I didn't do the same, since I don't have my red strip up here, I don't know if it would look weird to have it you know, to me, I can't think of another word other than like lopsided, because this guy's a lot lower than this guy would be. But I guess if you had thought about it beforehand, we could have done it identically, and then you could have the snow just kind of coming down from there. Like I said, it's only 4 inches long, so which is perfect for a picture, but it's too small for our what do you call it, for our mats. But anyways, just an idea, just a thought. We can have this guy. All right, since I have this piece of paper, this is 4 by 6. So this is, we're gonna pretend this is our picture right here. We would have that glued down right here. And then we could have our little icicle looking, or ice or snow coming down from the top if we wanted to. All right, let's stop here, guys. So for this video, we've glued all this down. We've glued our top and the bottom pieces, or we sort of have positioned them, and then we have you know, glue down our mats for this page and this page. And so come back and I will just I'll do the center part with you guys, and if I have time, we'll decorate this whole layout so that it can be nice and pretty decorated once you open it up. I will share a few ideas with you guys that I'm playing around with, and that way you guys can have an idea of what we're gonna do next. All right, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys for following along, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye.